Hi, I'm Rich, WB5YBZ. I've been playing a lot with the N3FJP logging software, and I've been using it for field day, but I never have used it for my main logging program until now. I'm using the 7.0.6. What I like about it is I've always used QRZ. I'm a subscriber to QRZ, and so now I can download my contacts from QRZ to the N3FJP logging program. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to also show you how they have DX spots on the logging program. I'll show you how to set that up, and also how to set up your 7300. You will need a cable. You might consult your book, and if you don't have the virtual port to download from Icom America, you'll have to have your port also downloaded. Let's go on over there to the software, but thank you for watching. Please be sure to hit subscribe, thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hi, as you can see, I have everything configured. But did you notice it's showing Russia's here, Canada, Italy, and just pretty neat. I just opened up the program, but it's already showing on the DX spots some of the different places say unconfirmed. Sometimes they'll say confirmed. So let's move on up here to settings, and let me just show you what I had to do to set up my 7300 on this, and then we'll go to the 7300 and I'll show you what my settings are on that. You go to settings. And then see where it says rig interface. Your 7300 has to be on in order to recognize that there's a COM port 4, 5, 7, 10, 20, I don't know. Hopefully you have the driver for your Icom 7300 that you already installed on your computer. I'm not going to go into that right now. Okay, Icom, my COM port is 4. Yours might be some other number, but don't worry about it. If you know what COM port you have, just click on that. The baud rate, I have a 19.2. Parity is none. Connection power is none. Rig is none. Data bits is 8. Stop bits is 1. Radio polling rate is 2. Use frequency on main form is checked. Immediate execute commands, check. Enable keyboard tuning, check. And block band overlap, checked. Here's some of the things one of the things you're going to have to do. When you first open up this program, it'll say 64 in here. You have to change that to a 94. Also over here, this has to be a 94 as well. You can test it, and a possibility your 7300 is not configured yet to this, but you can always test it and see how it will work. This is the proper frequency I have on the 7300 right now. And of course, your 7300 has to be on before it can test it. And I have it on sideband. Let's go ahead and hit done. Now, let's go over to the 7300 and let's show you what I have set up on the 7300. What we're going to do is first hit menu. We're going to go to set where the tool thing is here. Set. We're going to scroll all the way up. Down, all the way up. And let's see, functions, do we need to know that? No, we don't need to know any of that. Connections, let's scroll all the way up. Okay, if you look at mine, check yours out. Because I have AF, 50%, off, open, off, an X4. 50%, 50%, 40%, and I have the data off mode is microphone mic. That might not make a difference there. Let's move on down. Data mode USB and USB serial function CVI, CV-V or 5 or whatever it is. I don't have to worry about any of that. Okay, now we are going to this one here, CIV or CI5 or whatever it is. Here's another, here's the baud rate. Remember the baud rate we set? That was 19.2. Here's the baud rate at 19,200. Remember the address we had changed from 64 to 94? That's the Icom address. Transceive is on. Remote transceive is 00H. Let's go down one. Output for antenna is off. USB port linked to remote. Again, here's a different baud rate. USB baud rate is 19,200, and the echo back is off, and I think that's it. I believe that's all you need to worry about. Let's see. Scroll up. Yeah, we already did all that. Yeah. Okay. So that should be able to connect the two on your software. So let's go back to the software. Supposedly, you've got all the settings correct on the 7300, and we'll go back on up here to the rig interface. I'm looking right at it, I can't find it. And if you want to, you can go ahead and double check, make sure you have, remember the 19 we saw on the 19.200 or 19,200 on the 7300. Here is this, the 94. Remember we changed it from 64 to 94 here, and also 94 here. Also make sure you have none, rig, 8, 1, 2. And I think all the basically is the same here. Then you can try to test it. Hopefully when you're waiting a response, it'll be the same thing as your 7300 is. If it does, you're in good shape. All right, let's suppose that you're connected now to your 7300. Now you want to bring in your logbooks from the, let's say you're blank right here right now, but you want to bring in your logbook from the QRZ page. Remember, you have to have a subscription to QRZ in order to download these to your N3FJP software. So when you go to eLogs, QRZ, and it'll want you enter your QRZ key. Now this is just like a password. You don't want to show this to anyone. You don't want it, spread all over the internet. So what you do is you go to your QRZ logbook, considering you're signed in. I'm signed in as WB5YBZ. I just said QRZ logbook. Now I'm still over here, and I hit settings over here on the right. Hit settings, and if you scroll down here, it says API key right here. It's all blurred up, and if you hit show, these numbers will show up. You just simply copy them, and then you go back to your program and you put your key in here. Then all you have to do is download all data, and that way it should populate your logbook for all the data. Now, if you want to upload, you're going to upload all the things that you might put in here, or if you want to mark the records as QSLs, or enable real-time upload, you can click this if you want to. It says when enabling the QSL log, will immediately upload to QRZ. Isn't that interesting when you hit enter on the log contact? So that's sort of neat. I don't know if I'll do that right now, but that would be good. Now, if you notice down here at the bottom of the page, first of all, let me go sort of 3/4 down from the top. You should have your band, if your radio's on, you should have sideband or CW, whatever you want. And here is your frequency. This shows the different types of skip that's coming in right now, just all over the world. It's amazing. And today is July the 27th, 2022. But you can see where it is. It's just amazing. Now, let's say that you've got your QRZ downloaded, and if you want to upload on the E-logs. Now let's start with the DX. Okay, for DX spotting, you have the dxspots.com in here. Teleport 23. When you first sign on, you should have your call sign in here, show DX. And this is like Africa, Asia. If you don't want to receive any DX spot from any of these, you just uncheck it. Also, if you want either a tone that it's a new DX alert or speaking details, it might say Russia 20 meters or something. You could have that to sort of wake you up that, hey, a new spot came through. More filtering. Oh, enable DX spotting, auto reconnect, show the band map. That's the band map over here. I have that checked. And now we go over to more filtering. And what I did is I have it display spotted by my continent. I don't want, if I have it no filter, then someone in, let's say, Germany might be talking to South Africa, and most likely I would not hear either one of them, so I just have it my continent. I thought about just having it my country, but then there might be, say, a Mexican or a Canadian station that's talking DX, and I can possibly hear the same DX. So I just put it my continent. I just use phone anymore. I have the CW blocked and blocked the digital. The people who like digital may enjoy to have that open, or CW. Another thing, I don't have a 160 meter antenna, so I block this. I block 2 meters, but 80 through 6 meters, I have the capabilities. If you're just general, maybe you would just want it in the general portion of the band or advanced, then it will just be spots in those areas. Other than that, that's about it as far as DX spotting setup. Okay, I'm going to show how, if you see, let's say this station here is on 14.2.15. If I click this station on the band map on my left click, it automatically goes on the 7300. Or let's see, if I hit this Russian station here, down here, if I want to go to the Russian station, or either one, I can just click it once, and it'll show different things. Also, this is a picture. It'll show the frequency on the 7300 as well. This is a picture when we look at the QRZ page. That's the picture that usually shows up, and it comes through here as well. I'm going to hit clear, go back, and I'm going to scroll down, and let's say here's China. Wow, on 15 meters. Oh, well, that would be nice. I hadn't talked to China yet. And let's just say, okay, he's on 280. So all I have to do is click this, and there's the guy. And isn't that amazing? Now you can see it's on 280 here. Here's on the frequency 280, and on the 7300 it's 21.280. And as you can see, I haven't tuned my antenna tuner on the frequency, but it doesn't look like I'm picking up the Chinese station. Again, if you want to clear this, you hit done. You want to go back to logbook, you just hit clear. Other than that, that's okay. One of the things I was wanting to show you too is the world map. And here's my call sign, Oklahoma. You can take away, like, if I don't want to list to 160, so I don't have to show that there. But it's sort of funny, like the Barbados here. I can click here, click, and it's not doing what I was hoping it would do. Let's, oh, I hit the 9. Okay, that's probably what happened. Here's a Barbados. I hit it as the 9 came up. So I'll hit that. And there it is right here. Or if I want to talk to European Russian, we can just sort of see it over here.
as we click on here. All in all, this is a great program. It's got a lot of things I haven't showed you yet. Another thing, you can look at the gray line if you're interested. You can also look at Route 66 numbers and DX spot summary graph. Let's see, what else? Country list. Well, there you are. And you can just go on down here, the United States. Let's see what it says. There's China. Whoa. Man, there's a lot here. Wow. Anyway, and then also you can look at the statistics. And this is the CW contacts I've made on these, all my contacts. And since, when did I start? 2006 on using QRZ, I've worked this many stations. So it's a good program. I think you'll enjoy it. Have a lot of fun. I hope I have helped you out a whole bunch, and hopefully we'll talk on the air sometime. You might want to look at some of these other videos, and I appreciate you watching this one. 73s, everyone.